Let's have a round of applause for our graduating class. At this time, I ask everyone to please rise for the presentation of our nation's colors and the singing of the national anthem by a member of our graduating class, Police Officer Peter Park, and translated into American Sign Language by another member of our graduating class, Police Officer Miguel Familia.
Attention! Present arms!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Order, arms!
Thank you, Officer Park and Officer Familia. Please remain standing for the invocation by Police Department Chief Chaplain, Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass.
Parade, rest!
Almighty and eternal God, thou who controllest the destiny of all peoples, and in whose hand lies the fate of all nations, we invoke thy blessing upon these graduation exercises, even as we implore thy favor upon the outstanding young men and women gathered here today, who at the beginning of this new year are about to begin a new chapter in their lives as New York City police officers. Endow them with understanding that they might act wisely and prudently in the fulfillment of their duties and responsibilities. Cause them to place their trust and reliance upon thee, that they might better cope with the problems and situations that will confront them. Direct the hearts and minds of these young officers toward upholding and maintaining thy will upon earth. And may they ever strive to win the respect and esteem of their fellow New Yorkers by laboring for the relief of the needy and the comfort of the weak. Finally, dear God, we beseech thee to grant to Mayor Adams, Police Commissioner Tisch, and all the men and women of the New York City Police Department continuing success in all their labors as they strive forward to make New York truly a society founded on justice and equity, where peace and security, happiness and prosperity, right and freedom will forever abide among us. Amen.
Attention!
Thank you, Rabbi Cass. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Take seats.
At this time, I'd like to take a moment and introduce the members of our dais. I ask that all you please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Starting in the first row on my right, Chief of Internal Affairs, Edward Thompson, the Chief of Transit, Joseph Galata, the Chief of Training, Lola Obey, Chief of Special Operations, Wilson Arambulis, the Chief of Housing, Martine Matarazzo, the Chief of Patrol, Philip Rivera, the Chief of Detectives, Joseph Kenny, the Chief of Department, John Schell, the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Jessica S. Tisch, the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Eric Adams, the First Deputy Commissioner, Tanya Kinsella, Chief of Staff, Ryan Marola, Deputy Commissioner Operations, Kaz Daughtry, Deputy Commissioner Community Affairs, Mark Stewart, Deputy Commissioner Intelligence and Counterterrorism, Rebecca Weiner, Deputy Commissioner Labor Relations, Edward Delatorre, Deputy Commissioner Equity and Inclusion, Wendy Garcia, Deputy Commissioner Employee Relations, Lisa White, Deputy Commissioner Strategic Initiatives, Alexander Crone, Deputy Commissioner Support Services, Stephen Hart. Seated in our second row, the Commanding Officer Police Academy, Inspector Angel Figueroa, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Queens North, Assistant Chief Brian Hennessy, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Staten Island, Assistant Chief Melissa Ega, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Bronx, Assistant Chief Benjamin Gurley, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Brooklyn South, Assistant Chief Charles McAvoy, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Queens South, Assistant Chief Kevin Williams, Commanding Officer Patrol Bureau Manhattan South, Assistant Chief James McCarthy, the MTA Acting Chief of Police Thomas Taffy, Chief Surgeon Dr. Eli Kleiman, the Chief of Personnel John Benoit, Police Department Chief Chaplain Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass, Police Department Assistant Chief Chaplain Monsignor Robert J. Romano, Deputy Commissioner Information Technology Uracel Hecht, Deputy Commissioner Management and Budget Christine Ryan, Assistant Commissioner Employee Relations Kenneth Morgan, Assistant Commissioner Media Relations Carlos Nieves, Commanding Officer Firearms and Tactics Section Inspector LaShonda Dice, New York State Police Liaison Captain Jason De Los Santos, President of the Police Benevolent Association Patrick Henry, and in our third row, a special guest of the Mayor, Ms. Ellen Barbera. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our dais, and we thank you for being here today. And now it's my pleasure to ask the Chief of Personnel, John Benoit, to administer the oath of office to the graduating class.
Graduating class, attention!
Good morning. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Ready, move!
I do hereby pledge and declare that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of police officer in the New York City Police Department according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Ready, front! Take seats!
Thank you, Chief Benoit. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Jessica S. Tisch.
Good morning, officers. Good morning, ma'am. And good morning to everyone, especially the family and the friends of our newest police officers. Today's graduation is a moment of great pride. You've completed an academy which will prepare you to step into the ranks of the greatest law enforcement agency in the world. The NYPD has earned that honor over generations. And in our 180 years safeguarding the people of New York City, this department's greatness has never come from its executive ranks or from offices at one police plaza. It has always stemmed from the cops out on the front lines, doing the difficult, often dangerous work of policing our city. Cops like you. It's not an easy job by any means, but you are ready. Because that pull that brought you to the academy to pursue this career stems from an understanding that policing is not just a job. It's a calling, a noble undertaking, and it is the choice you made to serve that sets you apart. New Yorkers will call for you when they are in distress. They will seek you out when they are fearful and when they're worried. They will look for you when they are in danger, and when they see you pulling up to them in a squad car or patrolling a subway platform or train or walking a beat in their neighborhood, they'll breathe a little easier and they will feel safer because they will know that help has arrived. This is what you've trained for over the past 6 months. Now you'll put that training to use in service to the people of New York City. And let me tell you, New Yorkers are thrilled to have you. What's more, More than 70% of you are New Yorkers yourselves. You come from the same neighborhoods you are protecting, and you represent the diversity of this city more than ever before. You speak 39 different languages. 145 of you were born in 35 different countries, and 58 of you either served or continue to serve in our country's armed forces. God bless you. You are a snapshot of our city, a reflection of all the people who make New York great. And through your choice to serve, you make it even greater. There is no work that is more important, but as you know, you won't do it alone. Your families sitting here today are your greatest supporters. They too are part of this journey. Parents and spouses, children and siblings, neighbors, who are no doubt bursting with pride today. But they also may be a bit nervous about the risks and the unknowns. So I deeply thank all of the family members and the friends of these new police officers for sharing their loved ones with the NYPD and with the City of New York. And I promise each of you that I will do everything in my power to support these new officers and to keep them safe, as I do for every NYPD officer in every command. It's fitting that we honor the sacrifice of the families of our cops, because family tradition is woven into the fabric of your profession. For many on this job, an unbroken line of service across generations is a point of great pride. Children looked up to their parents in law enforcement as heroes and wanted to follow in their footsteps. And parents dreamt of passing their policing legacy on to their children, their grandchildren, and so on. These storied histories of service are central to this department. Stories like that of police officer Gabriella Kelly. Officer Kelly's great-great-grandfather joined the NYPD in 1896. He served the city with honor, and today, nearly 130 years later, his shield number has been passed down to another generation, pinned to the uniform of the newest member of the Kelly family to proudly serve New Yorkers. These are the stories that remind us of what makes our work so unique, the legacy of service that connects us all. You are all now the future of the NYPD and of this city, and I could not be prouder to welcome you to the greatest job in the greatest police department in the world. Thank you for answering the noble call to serve, for taking the solemn oath, and for choosing to make this city and this department stronger. Like the mayor, I am a person of great faith. So I would like to mark this consequential moment in your lives by offering each of you what in the Jewish tradition we call the priestly blessing. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmarecha. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'kuneka. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and grant you peace. Please stay safe, and congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Tisch. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Eric Adams.
Where's David? Where's David? Where's David?
David. Hi, honey. Congratulations. David.
So, you were standing in the audience
I was.
and raising the flag, and when I saw you, I thought of Mommy. You know, back in 1984, when I was like David, and I walked in here and became a member of the New York City Police Department. And Mommy worried about me as a child because I had a learning disability. And she used to tell me, baby, you're gonna be all right. And when I became a member of this department, she sat there beaming with excitement, tears rolling down her eyes, and she realized that I was going to contribute to the city of New York. And this is just what it's all about right here. Mommy in the country, folks. Mommy in the country.
Love you.
All the 36 different languages, 39 different countries, 625 of you. It doesn't matter what was your country of origin. When you come to this country, you're part of the American experience. And that famous line, rockets red glare, bombs burst in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Our flag is going to be here because of you. It's because you have an obligation and responsibility to protect the land of the free and the home of the brave. You have now become the home of the brave. Your obligation to ensure that no matter who's the mayor, no matter who's the governor, no matter who's the president, that this flag continues to be here. And as long as we have mommies like you that will allow their sons to commit their lives to protecting us, we will always be a great country. There are days I wake up with a question mark, are we going to be all right? But when I saw you raising that flag, that question mark became an exclamation point. You're damn right we're going to be all right because we're America, United States of America, and that's what we represent. So I thank you. I look forward to a promising career, that your son would go from police officer to sergeant to lieutenant to captain to chief, and then one day becoming the mayor of the city of New York. Congratulations, class. Let's make sure we continue to be the greatest city on the globe. Thank you.
Do you want me to leave the stage?
Thank you, Mayor Adams. At each Police Academy graduation, awards are presented to the outstanding members of the graduating class. Awards are in the form of an engraved plaque for various categories. At this time, I ask Mayor Adams and Police Commissioner Tisch to present the following awards. Our first award this morning is the Mayor's Award. This award is given to the student officer who has attained the highest overall average, scoring an overall average of 98.3%. Mayor Adams will present this award to Police Officer Jacqueline Perez. Our next award this morning is the Police Commissioner's Award, which is presented to the student officer who attained the second highest overall average, scoring an average of 98.2%. Police Commissioner Tisch will present this award to Police Officer Trinity Reed. The next award this morning is the First Deputy Commissioner's Award, which is given to the male and female recruit who have achieved the highest physical fitness runoff score. First Deputy Commissioner Tanya Kinsella will present this award to Police Officer Jose Garcia and Police Officer Trinity Reed. The Chief of Department's Award is for the student officer who has scored the highest academic average of 99%. The Chief of Department, John Chell, will present this award to Police Officer Shabab Chaudhary. The Chief of Training Award is given to the student officer who has scored the highest firearms proficiency average of 100%. The Chief of Training, Lola Obey, will present this award to Police Officer Devon Layla. The Commanding Officer Police Academy Award is presented to the student officer who renders police assistance while in the police academy. On September 12th, while on his way to the academy, probationary police officer Thomas Flynn observed a vehicle collision on I-95 involving an overturned tractor-trailer. Officer Flynn noticed smoke at the scene and began to investigate. Officer Flynn dialed 911 while checking to see if anyone was conscious and alive. He noticed the vehicle dangerously leaking fuel and observed the driver hanging upside down and bleeding profusely. Officer Flynn acted quickly, removing the seatbelt and supporting the driver to avoid any further injury. While attempting to remove him from the vehicle, he noticed the truck driver's leg was pinned, rendering it impossible to remove him. Regardless, Officer Flynn stayed inside the cab, applying pressure to the driver's injuries. With risk of a fire or explosion imminent, he remained with the driver until further help arrived. Through his heroic efforts displayed on this day, he demonstrated the type of characteristics that exemplify the NYPD. Inspector Angel Figueroa, Inspector Angel Figueroa will now present the Commanding Officer Police Academy Award to Police Officer Thomas Flynn. Yeah, give him another round of applause. That was amazing. Our final award is the Police Benevolent Association Award, which is presented to the student officer who serves as the outstanding company sergeant for this graduating class. The president of the Police Benevolent Association, Patrick Hendry, will present this award to Police Officer Hebum Lee. Thank you, Mayor Adams and Commissioner Tisch. At this time, I am proud to introduce the recipient of the Mayor's Award, our class valedictorian, Police Officer Jacqueline Perez.
Good morning. I would like to welcome Mayor Adams, Police Commissioner Tisch, First Deputy Commissioner Kinsella, Chief of Department Chief Shell, distinguished members of the dais, my fellow graduates, family, and friends. It is indeed an honor and privilege to be standing before you as a valedictorian of the January 2025 graduating class of police officers. In the days that followed our appointment to the New York City Police Department, we began a difficult yet rewarding phase of our lives. The training program that we have all successfully completed has provided us with the foundation and skills essential to perform our duties as police officers. Having acquired the necessary tools for the job, we are now prepared to render our services with courtesy, professionalism, and respect. Back in October of 2024, I was sitting in the audience with my family watching my older sister become a part of the greatest police department in the world. Today, we are the ones who are assuming this position. When we first walked through those academy doors, we were eager but uncertain about what to expect. The academy tested us in ways we could not have anticipated. We faced early mornings, rigorous academic and physical challenges, and never-ending trips through the academy stairs. Through it all, we supported one another the best that we could. The friendships we developed here will last a lifetime. Together, we have celebrated each other's successes, supported one another during difficult moments, and grown stronger through the shared commitment we have made to this profession. My route to becoming a police officer began my second year at John Jay College back in 2022. During my tenure at John Jay, I came across the opportunity to join the Police Cadet Corps program. At the time, I wasn't sure of the career path I wanted to pursue, and joining the program solidified my decision to become a New York City police officer. Throughout the Cadet Corps program, I learned the importance of discipline, and it created a smooth transition when the time came to prepare for the police academy. I have the privilege of being mentored by a number of officers throughout my 2 years as a cadet, and I carry their guidance and advice with me ever since. I was also fortunate enough to be mentored by one of the best professors at John Jay College, Chief of Personnel John Benoit. Chief Benoit's dedication to teaching has driven numerous students, including myself, to pursue a career in law enforcement. The material I learned during his lectures not only applied in the classroom setting, but also now that we take on this huge responsibility as police officers. Despite having our own reasons for choosing this path, we're all united by our shared desire to serve and protect. Let us take a moment to pay tribute to our fellow brother in blue, Police Officer Edgar Ordonez, who tragically passed away on July 10, 2024, just a few days after we took our oath. Today and every day moving forward, we wear this uniform with honor and with pride for our fellow brothers and sisters who have made the ultimate sacrifice to this noble occupation. To the families of the fallen, we extend our deepest gratitude and sympathy. Your loved ones' sacrifice will not go unnoticed, and we will honor their memory and ensure that they will never be forgotten, because we will never forget. As we go along through the course of our career, we must remember to always stand by one another, look out for one another, and to ensure that no officer feels alone in their struggles, and that every member of our law enforcement family knows they have someone to turn to. I would like to thank all of the instructors from the Police Academy's training staff. We found the quality of teaching at the Police Academy extraordinary, and the instructors themselves to be wonderful people whom we shall truly miss. Thank you for the knowledge and experiences that you have shared with us. Your dedication, patience, and perseverance have played a large part in making this experience a memorable one. On behalf of the entire graduating class, I would also like to give a special thank you to the Chief of Training, Chief Obey, Executive Officer of the Training Bureau, Deputy Chief Fortune, Commanding Officer of the Police Academy, Inspector Figueroa, as well as our platoon commanders, Lieutenant Klacken and Lieutenant Caraballo, for their leadership and support. I will never be able to hear the words integrity, and too easy, without thinking about our time here at the Academy. We greatly appreciate it. As we celebrate this milestone, I also want to recognize and thank the incredible Academy instructors who have guided us on this journey. Our exceptional official company instructors, Sergeant Coons, Officer Lopez, and Sergeant DiConstanzo. Our academic instructors, Officer Lago, Sergeant Acevedo, and Sergeant Crawford. I would not be standing in front of you today if it were not for all the 5-star material Sergeant Coons bestowed upon us during our first month here at the Academy, and the abundant amount of tutoring Lieutenant Klacken reminded us of at every morning muster. Your commitment to training the next generation of police officers is uplifting, and we're all grateful for the wisdom you have all shared with us. It truly showcases your passion for this profession. We are also immensely grateful to our fitness instructors for teaching us the importance of resilience, persistence, and discipline. With every single 8-count push-up we did with Officer McCadden, we built camaraderie and learned that our strength is not just about our physical ability, but our mental toughness and will to keep going. It is all gas and no brakes. Thank you for pushing us to our limits and showing us that we are capable of so much more than we thought possible. A special thank you to our parents, siblings, spouses, and friends for the amount of support they have provided us with. This accomplishment belongs to them as much as it belongs to us. On a personal note, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude and warmest appreciation to my family and close friends, who have been my support system and inspiration in all that I accomplish. To my father and my mother, thank you for believing in me, for your endless patience, for your unwavering belief in my potential, and your words of encouragement. You have both sacrificed so much to ensure that I had the chance to pursue my dreams, and here I am accomplishing them. The lessons you have taught me about the importance of hard work, determination, and integrity are those that I carry with me today into this new role. My 2 sisters always encourage and motivate me to be the best at anything I set my mind to, and have always reassured me that I am doing the right thing. And to my close friends who are here with me today, your ongoing support has been my anchor. This achievement is all thanks to you, and I will continue to make you proud. To my fellow graduating classmates, in parting, it is important to note that although the training was difficult, we have all endured it and finished strong. It is important that we stay true to ourselves and, above all else, continue to demonstrate the integrity and professionalism that embodies this great department. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your new command, as well as in all your future endeavors. Last but not least, thank you to my fellow officers in Company 24. 37. Of course, over the course of this training, we learned together. We got to know one another, and most importantly, we supported each other. We became a family. It was truly amazing being able to learn and grow with every single one of you. I wish you the best of luck, 37. Congratulations to the January 2025 class of police officers. There's only one way to go from here. We did it.
Thank you, Officer Perez. And now, to perform a musical selection, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the finest pipe band in the world, the Pipes and Drums of the NYPD Emerald Society. As a tribute to those graduating officers who have served in our nation's armed forces, the Emerald Society Pipes and Drums will now perform a selection of military anthems. We ask the members of our graduating class and members of our audience to please stand and be recognized when the anthem of their branch of service is performed. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums.
United States Army. United States Air Force. United States Coast Guard. United States Navy. United States Marine Corps.
And thank you to the NYPD Emerald Society, Pipes and Drums. I'd now like to take this opportunity to present the student officers who were assigned as company sergeants for the class of January 2025. These officers assumed additional responsibilities beyond just their academic and physical training and acted as liaisons between the staff and the students. Will the company sergeants please rise and be acknowledged?
Company sergeants, attention! Take seats.
Members of our audience may be curious about those officers wearing the gold citation cords. These officers are being recognized for achieving overall scores that place them at the top 10% academic average of this class. This is a superior achievement, especially when you consider our curriculum is accredited for 33 college credits. Will those officers please rise and be recognized?
Gold citation cords, attention! Take seats.
Additionally, those officers who are wearing the blue citation cords are being recognized for achieving overall scores that place them at the top 10% for physical fitness of this class. Will those officers please rise and be recognized?
Blue citation cords, attention! Take seats.
And lastly, the officers wearing the green citation cords demonstrated the highest firearms proficiency in this class, shooting 100%. Will those officers please rise and be recognized?
Green citation cord, attention! Take seat.
And we would personally like to thank the official company instructors and all the instructional staff at the Academy. We commend them for an exceptional job and now ask that they rise and be recognized for their hard work in preparing this graduating class.
Academy staff, attention! Take seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Police Academy graduating class of January 2025 would like to thank all of you for the support that you have given them to make this day possible.
Graduating class, attention! About face! Present arms! Order arms! About face!
At this time, I ask everyone to please rise for the benediction by Police Department Assistant Chief Chaplain Monsignor Robert J. Romano.
Attention! Parade rest!
David, when your mother came on stage, I thought she was Betsy Ross. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for this day. 6 months ago, our graduates entered the academy to learn, and today they are about to leave to serve the people of our great city. They are our newest heroes. It has been a long road, but today they have realized their goal to be police officers. Today they become a part of the history of the NYPD. Lord, be with them in their future endeavors. Watch over them and keep them safe from all harm. Bless them with wisdom and right judgment to be fair and just in their duties. Help them in their interactions with the people they have sworn to serve. Let the oath that they have made and the excitement and zeal that they have on this, their graduation day, may follow them throughout their careers in our department. Bless our graduates, families, their wives and husbands, fathers and mothers, and their children for the many sacrifices they have made and will continue to make for their careers. Bless their instructors for the sharing of their wisdom and expertise. We thank them for a job well done. Finally, Lord, we ask you to bless and protect Mayor Adams, Commissioner Tisch, and all the members of the New York City Police Department, uniformed and civilian, for the continual work that they accomplish to make our city a safer place for all of us to live and work in. May God bless our graduates. May God bless the NYPD. And as always, may God bless the United States of America. Amen.
Attention!
Thank you, Monsignor Romano. This class has chosen to recognize their place in the history of the NYPD. Their class motto states, "Relentless in the pursuit of excellence."
Attention!
Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude today, I ask that you please remain standing and join us in the singing of God Bless America, once again led by a member of our graduating class, Police Officer Peter Park.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Officer Park. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our graduation ceremony. On behalf of Mayor Adams and Police Commissioner Tisch, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. I ask that everyone please remain seated while the graduates leave the auditorium. Please have a pleasant day and a safe trip home. Thank you.
Graduating class, left and right, peace! Forward, march!